Close your eyes. wanna be undressed.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for round number 4 of the 2023 Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship. I'm your host, Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, welcoming you out to Long Beach, out here in California. Sun is shining. 20 minutes left to go in practice, and we are getting ready for an absolute slobber knocker of a race. This is going to be this evening. Currently right now, the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach is going on. And we are hosting, of course, our 1-to-1 championship with the WeatherTech with IMSA Assetto Corsa sports car. Sorry, WeatherTech sports car championship. Of course, we have a lot of these fast guys out here on track. Multi-class racing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not part of the action, you got to get in our Discord as soon as possible. Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club racing every Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we do have a handful of the guys in the server right now. Ooh, I see Curtis Gregory, who's actually parked it in the corner there. We have our timing board updated now. We can see the different manufacturers. Finally got that fixed. So we have, of course, the Cadillac. Currently in the pits, Jaden Harrison. Currently a time with a 1:13.8. Brandon Smith P2 as, Dylan Moranti just trying to get out the way. Not the best place to be in over there. Brandon Smith 1:16, still trying to put in some laps. He is in the Acura. Then it is Porsche. Started off with this man right here, Luca Andretta, the driver from Sweden. Oh my goodness, this guy is so quick out here, making shockwaves around the paddock. If you weren't here last week, he won at Phoenix Raceway, and he's continuing that momentum here as we are at Long Beach for this round. Let's see what he does in that Porsche. Currently, he leads us in the GTE standings. Followed by him, it is Dylan Moranti in the Valhalla Porsche here. As he just hits the wall there. He has been having a bit of trouble here around Long Beach. Very unforgiving. It's the hardest track on the calendar. Looks like he's going to be taking that car straight into pit road. Yes, he is. Next up, Tavar Clark. We have an updated livery for him. Trying to see if we can have a shot out here. Let's take a look at what that car looks like. Updated livery here. We do have a little bit of impact on the stream side here. I'm going to take care of that as soon as I can. But the livery just slightly changed up a bit. I know we have a couple more stickers on the car here, including, Young Knight Racing up there, 876 Streets. I believe that's a community in Jamaica for car culture. And a couple other little stickers down there. Beautiful livery done here as well, I gotta say. Who else do we have on a track? Let's take a little change from the Porsches to the Ferraris. Here is Cole Bradbury, rocking the Ferrari 488 GTE. That beautiful purple and white livery there. If you take a closer look at this car, you will notice there's something a little bit odd about the sponsors that are on that car, but I'm not going to spoil that. It's up to you to figure that one out. Next up, we have the returning Raul Pratap. Very happy to see the Guyanese return. Raul Pratap currently sitting P7 in the Chevrolet. As he crosses the line there, 16 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Next up, DeVille Park. Another fellow Jamaican here in the Porsche. Next up, Martin Webster, our only driver here in the Aston Martin. Looking very quick out here, followed by Cale Vanderoper, who's actually just behind him. Curtis Gregory looks like he's rejoining into the server. And Daniel Tabener, who's also in pits right now. We do have a handful of drivers yet to join into the server. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You'll be able to talk to us in the chat as we see Cale Vanderoper just running off track there. Just going to put us on intermission just for the moment here. We are having a bit of weird issues on Long Beach here, trying to stream it for you guys. A little bit choppy on our side, but not to worry. We're going to be back in just one moment. How's everyone doing in the live feed here? Currently 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. The drivers have been practicing on track since 12 p.m. EST. So we're going to see how the guys fare around Long Beach. Long Beach being probably the most difficult track on the IMSA schedule. I will definitely say. This track is very relentless. I mean, walls everywhere, no place to run off, no room for error. That's really the main one. All right, I think we got it fixed here. We are getting back into the session so you guys don't miss a single piece of action. To put you through what we're going to be running here today, it's going to be a 60-minute race where the drivers are going to go around. for a full 60-minute race. No laps we're counting. And then up next, before that, I should say, that is going to be qualifying. Qualifying is going to be done under the one-shot qualifying rule. So we're going to allow the drivers 6 minutes for them to go on the track by themselves, and we're going to be tracking it, of course, on our live timing page, as you see right here loaded up. Those are all the drivers who are on the track right now. So, of course, all the stewards are watching those times closely. As we get back on track, we should be good to go now. Let's take it back to the main screen right now, as I do see a bit of racing going on here. It's Moranti following Cole Bradbury. This is the type of racing you can expect here. Brandon Smith absolutely sending it. I think he's just hitting the wall there. Brandon Smith a little too much there. And finds himself in the wall. Might have to take that into the pits. Yes, he does. Of course, this is practice, so these guys can afford some mistakes, trial and error, of course, before we get to the main show in 13 minutes. If you want to get in on the action, I'm going to set a Discord link up at the top of the live chat, so just give me one moment on my side here. But if you want to learn more about Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club and you're just a fan yourself, in the description down below you can find our official TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. You can go ahead and follow us on there. Show some support and go ahead and subscribe to us here on YouTube. We're currently on course for 350 subscribers. It would mean the whole world if you can support CMRSC as we grow to become the biggest place to race, the best place to race. So just posting out there, pinning it on the top of live chat there. Now you can see our official Discord. If you're a racer yourself, go ahead and join. If you're still thinking about joining, I recommend you stay for the entirety of this race, and you'll be convinced why you should join here, because these guys put on an absolute show. The skill gap is very open, so these guys are battling with everyone on track. It's honestly just beautiful to watch these guys go around. But while we wait, let's give you guys a little bit of a history lesson, shall we, as we always do. So, we are at Long Beach here. Track is a street circuit, of course, located in Long Beach, California. It was the first used Grand Prix back in 1975, and it's been used every single year since. So you can imagine how different this track looked back then, because yeah, the track you're looking at right now was not how it looked back in 1975. The track is 1.97 miles long, features 11 turns, and it is known for its tight corners and high-speed straights. The Long Beach racetrack was originally designed for Formula One, but because it was so narrow, eventually F1 pulled out. But the ones that stayed, IMSA and IndyCar, those are the ones that are still here to this day. Long Beach has hosted some of its most famous names in motorsports, including the likes of Al Unser Jr., Mario Andretti, and even Michael Schumacher. In addition, the Grand Prix of Long Beach, the racetrack has hosted other events such as the Toyota Pro/Celebrity Race at Long Beach Marathon, as well as we do see a lot of drifting here around this final sector as we're going through here, getting passed by Luca Andretti. Of course, we are at the heart of Long Beach, so taking a look at all the buildings on the outskirts there. We're right in the heart, right in the middle of Long Beach, California. And Long Beach, of course, it is one of, if not the most iconic street circuit in all of motorsport history, especially in American history. American motorsport history and Long Beach together Man, I love this track. Me personally, it's a very tough track here as we're on board with Brandon Smith. You're just going to have a little bit of a taste as we go around this track here. No room for error you're going to see, and this track is very, very bumpy. Just see Curtis Gregory now rejoining into the session here. 7 of you guys watching the stream, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well. 9 minutes left to go into the session. There we see Brandon Smith just trying to get back onto him on our live feed. There he is coming around the hairpin. The DPIs have really struggled around that hairpin. Certainly there's 2, actually I do see Lance's here, that's 3. Danny Nasir should be here, and I'm not too sure if we will see the Viking Klaus Klitt join us here today. Still getting a bit of frame issues on our end here. Not too sure why. Just gonna put you guys back on intermission just so we can make sure once the race starts, we won't have any issues going into this race for you guys here. All right, hopefully that should solve our issues here. Let's get back on our main screen, of course. But Long Beach in Assetto Corsa, very heavy on our systems over here, even for streaming on a 3060 RTX graphics card here. As you see, Brandon Smith now currently doing 117s, not on the pace right now, but probably doing a long stint right now. Fastest man, Jaden Harrison, sitting in the pits pretty with his 113. That is your DPI class. So only 5 drivers in that class there. Class racing is a little bit different to what you normally see because we are going to be watching 2 races going on at the same time. It'll be the LMP2 class, which is just going to be 5 drivers. There we see 3 Cadillacs, 2 Acuras, and then we go to the GTE class. This is where all the heat starts cooking up. There you see different manufacturers such as Porsche, Ferrari, Aston Martin, BMW, and Chevrolet, just to name a few. We do have the Fords coming in very soon. And then there is our total standings here. So both classes, 2 winners, 2 top 3s. We take it to the skies now, watching Long Beach from up here. It's a beautiful track. Assetto Corsa, our sim platform that we are on for all our races here at Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. All that you're looking at right now is done by the community. The track mod, cars mod, even the graphics that you see on your screen right now, all modded into Assetto Corsa. Big shout out to the community out here, you know, allowing us to have such an accurate display of motorsports and racing in sim. Here we see Lance Nasir coming around the final corner. Let's watch Lance Nasir as he's on his flying lap right now in the driver's eye. So a little bit of lockup now coming into the fountain section. This fountain section, I will say, is very deadly. As you see Lance Nasir finding that the hard way, locking up straight into the wall. Let's find Luca Andretti on track. There he goes. Oh, Luca spins it there. It's not what you want for the race, that is. We do have 16 drivers logged in, and I believe we still have a couple more to go. Five minutes left to go here in free practice. There we see the Viking joining in, making it 17 at Long Beach. This is going to be a very interesting race out here. Of course, Long Beach, very difficult to overtake. I mean, you don't need a science degree to tell me where it's really to overtake. I mean, there we have 1 of 3 straights who can really get the job done. This is definitely going to be a huge part. Dive bombs coming through here. switch back can definitely be done up in this section over here on the track. Oh, Moranti just brushing the wall slightly. Danny Nasir, yellow flags out in the final sector there, as well as Lance Nasir, both brothers out here, driving 4 different teams, of course. We are still having this small technical issue here. I'm gonna see if we can get that fixed before qualifying. I think I know what the issue is. On board with Jaden Harrison here. Just gonna do a quick audio check on the stream. Apologies for just this little echo. Final sector there as well. All right, we are cool. We already have a total of 67 viewers. Oh my, what has happened here? Klaus, DeVille, Jaden, all 3 of them have stacked up on the back straight. This is going to be a very, very good race, I should tell you. I cannot get over that. Yeah, this is going to be very close for the drivers out here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in practice. Then we can get the show on the road. Roll for tab, trying to get out the way. Luckily, you won't have to do that in qualifying, as all the drivers are going to be by themselves out on track. The way we do it, 1-shot qualifying, 6 minutes on the board, and we time them on here. We're not going to see anyone on track. We're going to be looking at them on the telemetry, but don't go anywhere once we get qualifying started. Instead, grab yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink, sit tight, grab a blanket, get yourself comfy. As CMRSC is about to go racing. 2 minutes and 43 seconds. I think it is time we join into the live feed, talk to the drivers, and hear their thoughts going into this race. On the top right hand of your screen, you will see something in yellow letters saying live radio. What does that mean? Once we enter the Discord, we are going to be hearing from all the drivers. You're going to see their names pop up just like radio in the real world of motorsports. You're going to hear who exactly is talking, so it's not as confusing. Let's join into the chat.
Hey, Klaus.
Yeah?
So, this set that you sent, it's really good, but I can't run a full tank of fuel because the weight causes the front end to be too low and I can't drive the car.
Okay, then just lift. Just raise the front a little bit, but don't change the spring. Only raise it a little bit in the front.
Well, that's why if I wanted to do a full tank of fuel, I would have to raise the front to 13 rather than 12.
But why do you want to go on a fuel tank? Because
the teammates of
if I
Valhalla
wanted to do a no-stop race, then I would have to raise the front.
Talking to each other here.
I'm not going to do that anyway because I don't think the tires are going to be good for a no-stopper.
Yeah, but you also have to change the tires anyway, don't you?
No, it's not mandatory.
Ah,
okay. You might get away with the tires, I think. It's more damage I'd be worried about.
You can get away with the tires if you're careful, but I can't run mediums either. Like I said, Klaus, I can't run mediums. Because if I
into the wall roll per
PSI,
goes.
then that also lowers the front end and I can't drive the car. So I'm just going to keep it.
That's what we found for the Ferrari soft-stone model.
I'm just going to keep it where it's at and just, when there's a VSC, just pit. Because I don't see there not being a VSC.
Okay, that fixed my force feedback issue, so
Good job.
I now have to learn the track and qualifying. But I mean, I've raced this before, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Okay,
You know, second to last qualifying time.
We see Jaden fastest lap of 13.0, already trying to get into the 12s.
Why?
How do you know?
Oh, DPI.
Yeah, he just set 13.
Yeah, that's serious business.
Mic check.
That's very fine.
Very good.
No,
Yeah,
Thank you,
I'm
thank
waiting
you.
to see him do a 112.
in the race, yeah.
I was on a 112, screwed up. There's traffic.
Save the pace for qualifying.
Yeah.
So all the drivers into the pits here. 14 seconds left to go.
How many laps is it going to be, like 45?
I think my calculations were about 47.
I got 45.
There we hear in confirmation
Yeah, but
about a
then the one
47
out
lap
of that
race.
was
Of course, we're not going to be
about
counting the laps
so
itself.
I'm gonna do like...
I think mine's like 60 liters.
Checkered flag out
It's 70, it's 15, so
Packed
16
grandstands
liters of fuel
out
to
here.
add in the pit
The virtual
stop.
crowd on their feet, ready
16
for
liters,
racing out
tire
here.
Changed. 8, 9,
So drivers are already crossing the line. Let's go
Change that
look
to
at our
that.
top threes here. So top 3 in the LMP2 class DPI. We have Jaden Harrison with a 113.0, close to the 112s.
We're gonna roll with that.
Then we have Brandon Smith with a 116 and Lance Sincere with a 119. In the GTE class, it's Luca Andretta, followed by Tavar Clark and Dylan Moranti.
Oh, my water bottle.
This is going to be a very interesting race. Just want to point something out. If anyone's having a bit of frame issues, I recommend turning off extra effects in your CSP settings. That's going to save your frames. Because right now, we're struggling with frames as well.
This track is very detailed.
Yeah.
Turn off what?
Turn off extra FX in your CSP settings.
That means you gotta log out to do that?
Yes. And I honestly you should do that right now. If anyone's struggling with frames or if anyone's doing like low 20.
How long is qualifying? 10 minutes?
No, 6 minutes. It's
you guys
basically
are
one shot.
complaining about low 20 FPS. My standard FPS is like 20.
I'm getting 200 right now.
Wow, thanks for flexing that.
Thanks, yeah.
Well, where is this extra FX?
Extra FX, it's in your settings and then CSP.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then like you scroll down
screw
from
you,
that left
Tamar.
bar, everything's in
He
alphabetical
went
order.
faster.
Did he? Yep,
I
he
think he went
did.
faster.
A lot of guys joining into the session now. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Your game might look just a little bit worse, but honestly, it's worth it for the frames here. And then you guys can turn it right back up for the remaining rounds we have here.
Yay.
So yeah, I was having that stuttering into turn 1 a little bit.
Checkered flag out. Let's give the drivers a bit of a brief here before we get into this one. All right, not too many things I want to announce for this race. That's why I didn't really put any announcements in the chat. All you gotta know is the race is going to be standing start. So DPIs, I mean, it's your job to just qualify ahead of the fastest GTE time. And it's going to be a standing start. I'll allow one full race restart if we do have carnage lap 1. But if you guys can keep it clean, we should be free after lap 1. I mean, most of you guys are going to be like single file after that. Pit exit is going to be after the colored curb. So after the red and white curbs, you're free to enter back on the track. But just keep in mind of cars that are, especially in the race, if you guys are doing green flag pit stops, just keep in mind of some cars crossing over that line because they are allowed to do so.
Also for pit entry, I think people should...
So, for pit entry, I will recommend you guys say that you are going to enter the pits. If you guys just say, like, on, 2 corners to go, like, you're going to be entering the pits, it's definitely going to be helpful for the guys behind you. I mean, I understand, some of you guys, just want to keep it low, and you don't want to, like, reveal your strategy and then let the driver behind try to combat it. But, like, I mean, it's better than a driver just running in the back of you at the final corner. So, I mean, it's up to you. But I would highly recommend if you say that you are entering into the pits. And make sure you know where that pit entry is, as it is right after that last corner. It's a sharp right into the pits. So 22 seconds left to go before qualifying. It's going to be a one-shot qualifying, so you guys are going to have 6 minutes. And you are going to be the only one on track for that to start. 10 seconds left. Here we go.
One-shot qualifying is in 1 lap, or one-shot qualifying is in just 6 minutes?
Just 6 minutes, though. Not really a one-shot.
Okay. That's what I thought.
All right, qualifying has begun. Good luck, everyone. And without further ado, here we go. We switch over to our other feed here in just 1 moment. We are able to see Jaden Harrison on track, so that's lucky for us. But the real one we want to watch is the live timing page. We'll be watching it as well on our screens here. There you see the drivers all out on track, but of course you can only see one. That is what one-shot qualifying is. So we're going to give the drivers enough time to come around. 18 of you guys watching the stream, thank you so much for tuning in to the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach Virtual, the IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship. Oh, interestingly, I said I left the server on my other side of the screen here. Currently, there's actually 55 minutes left to go in the IRL WeatherTech Sports Car Championship of Long Beach. All right, times on the board. Of course, these guys are on their out lap, so 1 minute 35s. Of course, not the fastest times, but these drivers are now going to be on their flying laps. The drivers heard it first. It's going to be a standing start. So, ooh, Jaden Harrison very close onto the wall there. Right, so, oh, actually, no, Jaden does hit the wall there on exit there. This track is very tricky. The drivers are going to be on a standing start, so no rolling start. So as soon as we see 6 lights go out, we go racing here at Long Beach. Jaden Harrison, the only driver to go purple. 37-1 in the first sector. He is looking very quick out here. Klaus currently doing a 38.9, a 38.3 for Danny, and a 37 for Brandon Smith. Interesting. This is where it's all going to come down to here. Around the final corner, Jaden Harrison goes. Let's start calling the times. Second sector completely purple. Jaden Harrison across the line, 1 minute 14 for him. Of course, he can go faster than that. Let's see the next couple of times come across the board right about now. So 1:18 for Klaus. Brandon Smith's going to beat that to 1:16.8 for him. Let's see what the GTEs do in momentarily. There we see, oh, Jaden going for a spin, hitting the wall there. It's a 1:21 for Martin Webster. Luca Andretta following that up, 1:19.2 for him, 1:19.9 for Daniel Taberner. Both of them getting shifted down because Tavar Clark doing a 1:19.0. Curtis Gregory, P7 now, 1:20.8. The top 3 drivers in the DPI class. 1:18, 1:16, 1:14. We don't see the likes of Danny Nasir or Lance Nasir up there just yet. Cole Bradbury finally putting in his first out lap. Now we're going to see what he does on proper lap there. DeVille Park, P10 now, 1:21.4 for him. And let's try to see how Jaden is doing on these sector times. We're going to see that just a moment on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. But I definitely can see 112s coming from the young Jamaican here, Jaden Harrison. He's also live streaming his perspective as well. So huge shout out to him. And make sure, if you are new to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, hit that subscribe button and join our Discord. Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club racing every Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dylan Moranti, 1:19.7. Jaden Harrison, no improvements I see from him yet. Danny Nasir, 1:20.1. He needs to get out of the 1:19s if he wants to qualify ahead of the GTEs, or he's going to have a lot of work to do. Still staring at these times. Any improvements whatsoever? Not just yet. Times are still looking static, and 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go here in qualifying. DeVille Park, good time from him, a 1 minute 20. He puts himself P8 in the total standings out there. 55 seconds left to go. A lot of these drivers, if they've crossed the line already, are going to have one more lap to do it. Jaden Harrison is going quicker. He's a second faster now. I wish we could see the other drivers. Sadly, we're only able to see our select driver, Jaden Harrison. A lot of drivers on the back straight right now. There you see on our live telemetry here. Any improvements I'm looking at right now? No, but no improvements for positions, but improvements for times, I will say. Jaden Harrison around the final corner. Lance Nasir goes P6. Not beating out the 2 GTE cars. Very interesting. Kale putting in his outlap now. 1:13.006 for Jaden. Roll Pratap, 1:19.3. puts himself P6 overall. Jaden, 1 lap to do it. Can he put in a record time getting in the 112s? Checkered flag is out. Any drivers who cross the line now, that is it. And the first man who's going to experience that, it's Curtis Gregory. Across the line he goes, no improvement, and that's going to be his qualifying done with. Let's see what Jaden does. The first sector is faster. Ladies and gentlemen, are we witnessing the first driver of the week to get into the 112s? We're going to find out very soon. Klaus Clint and Cole Bradbury up next to come across the line. On our live screens, do we see late drama? Tavar currently holds provisional pole. Cole Bradbury, no improvements, a 126 for him. Oh, and Jaden hits the wall! And that's going to be his qualifying done. Huge, huge shame for him. He's going to rejoin into the session now.
My car is not turning on the hairpin today. I don't know why.
That's just a DPI, sir.
No, I drove it last night and I didn't have a problem. I went around 5 laps and it did not turn on the hairpin at all.
Here we hear Daniness here complaining a little bit there.
What speed are you going through at?
Very slow.
And it looks like there's not many improvements there.
Very slow.
Okay. Click your camera and go in car. So where you see your steering wheel, turn your steering wheel 180 degrees, as much as like I showed you a couple nights ago, and make sure that it matches up in game. If it doesn't, let me know. As long as you didn't teleport into pits. You can also leave the game, close Content Manager, unplug the wheel, plug it back in, and once it's finished recalibrating, then join. Open Content Manager, then join into the server. So, congratulations to your top 3 in the DPI class. It's Jaden Harrison on pole, followed by Brandon Smith, a career best from him, and Klaus Clint. In the GTE class, it's Tavar Clark on pole, followed by Luca Andretta and Raul Pratap. Congratulations to you guys, and congratulations to everyone. Very close qualifying. The slowest time was a 1:21.2.
Well, can you come? It's bad. Can you delay the start for 2 minutes?
Yeah, I can. So, yeah, you guys already know our procedure. Once again, standing start, and for pit stops, when you guys enter into the pits, please, I just recommend letting the guys know behind you that you are coming into the pits, and then watch out for pit exit, because a lot of guys do tend to cross over that red and white curb. And then for pit exit, if you are exiting the pits, you're not allowed to cross that curb until you fully pass the curb. Then you can merge back on into the racing line. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick intermission, and when we come back, we're gonna get ready for the 4th round here at Long Beach. It's round 4.
I think fuel is very.
Is this? Are we running into the night, or is it just day race?
It'll just be a day race. I'll be right back. We're on intermission on stream.
Countdown is 20. Are you gonna jump that?
No, it'll change to 2 minutes.
That?
So someone transmitting like ATIS information.
It could be Morse code.
Morse code or ATIS, something.
Morse code to save us from this race.
At the first corner, take the first right.
I'm gonna be going straight in the first corner. I hope you don't mind.
I'm happy I'm at the back.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm gonna learn this race, I guess.
I'm disappointed.
Qualifying. I probably could have been like P10.
I did too. I'm disappointed with my qualifying. I messed up 2 laps in a row.
I ended up losing it on my first lap, accidentally pressing exit.
How does this first row work again?
It's stand and start, so you just go when the lights go out. It's like
How much time do you have left?
1 minute and 40 seconds.
Brandon?
Thanks. I'm just gonna do another restart here. So you guys are gonna be back into your setup screen. So make sure you guys load up the setup.
Okay.
Okay.
If you insist.
We can go back to pit, right?
It's gonna force you back in the pit when he restarts.
Brandon,
Yeah, what's up?
did you test the tires? Oh, because you can see we need to have a pit stop because we don't have fuel for the whole race.
Yeah, make sure to set your pit strategy up, Brandon, if you haven't
Did
already.
you not restart it yet, or?
It's going to.
There you go.
Did you not hear the procedure for the pit lane?
Ask and you shall receive, Curtis.
Hooray.
Oh God. That's not
I
my
wish asking you shall receive would work for the first lap, but I doubt it.
So what I'm hearing is if I
More
just
to
ask
last long.
politely, if I just ask politely for everyone in front of me to wreck it, it will happen.
The fountain is about to become a sculpture.
It's about to get a few new cars.
Yeah, an Acura, maybe a Porsche, an Aston Martin.
A few Ferraris.
A few Ferraris as too.
Exactly.
I should be good to go now.
Make sure you're on the right tire. Make sure you're on the right tire compound as well, then, Brandon.
Lance, you there?
I'm here.
Gotta depend on you, bro.
You're gonna be bump jacks in the straights with Lance behind.
Hey, no bump drafting. This is not ours.
Even
Aw.
I hope you guys have a little bit of patience. You know, there are only about 4 corners where you could get the passing zone.
Have you met?
Yeah, I was gonna say that DPIs, please don't be stupid.
Have you met us, Lance?
Don't bump anybody out of the way, okay? This corner, and you'll get your chance to pass if you get that.
No bumper lights.
Anybody into the fountain, please. This isn't any water inside.
3 places to pass us.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Riley, you're
Can I offer a suggestion, guys?
Go ahead.
Can I offer a suggestion, guys?
It is
I'm in
time
11th. I'm on the left side.
for
if you
the
guys just hit
2023
green flag.
IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship. We are live here at Long Beach, ready to go racing. We have 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go. We got all issues fixed up with one of our drivers here. We're ready to go racing. Looking at our grid now. It is Jaden Harrison on pole. Brandon Smith P2. Klaus Klint P3. Tavar Clark P4. Luca Andretta P5. Raul Pratap P6. Lance Nasir P7. Dylan Morenti P8. Daniel Tabiner P9. And DeVille Park P10. Danny Nasir P11 was not able to qualify, so he's got a lot of work up the field as well as Lance Nasir. Kale is up there, P12. Curtis Gregory, P13. Cole Bradbury, P14. Martin Webster, P15. And Ricard Gomicia, P16. Apologize, I'm a little bit out of breath here, trying to get everything all ready to go racing, but we are.
20 seconds, guys.
Good luck, everyone. Let's keep it clean.
Here we go. Without further ado, let's get this one underway. 16, 18 of you guys watching the stream. Let's sound out the lights. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. We're at Long Beach and we go racing. Beautiful start there from Jaden Harrison. Already up the field. All the drivers out the grid. Almost 3 wide in the background. Here we go. As they follow up the order, Lance says there's an opportunity to overtake these guys. He actually backs out. Side by side now through turn 1. Oh, contact is made. Jaden is here, spins it. It's a car parked back there. All right, virtual safety car deployed. Single file, no overtaking.
Made a 1 turn.
And
It wasn't even the
they got to turn 1. And the driver's already with incidents.
We're gonna go restart it.
We will not. So, already a 4-car incident out of turn 1. There we see also Kale in the back there trying to catch up. Jaden Harrison.
Back of the pack.
Leads this one.
The line, Jesus.
We're going to be going on the back straight, so just get ready for my cue. I'm going to wait till all the drivers get on. Green flag, green flag. And back racing, here we go. The drivers stacked up a lot. Oh, this is going to be interesting here. How do the drivers fare? Contact again! 2 drivers off. It's Luca and Daniel Tabaner. But we can say they keep it green now. Only 2 drivers out the way. You can check out the traffic jam that's at the hairpin.
Both said sorry for the tap.
Both DPI cars just trying to get out the way. Another car in the wall there. It's Martin Webster.
He just blinked.
And drivers already pulling out chaos at every stop now. Here comes Cole. Oh, but Klaus now off the track, running it deep into turn 1.
Unbelievable.
All right, virtual safety car, guys. Please watch out on the rejoins. No overtaking, single file. We're gonna go again on the back straight. Please watch on the rejoins when you're coming back on track. I know you get a little bit flustered when you spin, but you're just going to make it worse if you're going to come back on track when a car is coming right in front of you. So already carnage is made. So Jaden put that at 100 kilometers. We're going to try to go for the front straight this time by.
Inside our mirror, Tavar was blinking to me.
We did not see that on our side.
Guys, you aren't gonna win it by passing on turn 1. Can we please just be cautious? We
so
haven't made
100 kilometers, Jaden, 100 kilometers. Slow that pace down. And just for everyone behind the leader, just try to follow the car ahead on their pace. We're going to be going green on the front straight. And you guys are under my command. So the drivers already very feisty now as they all come around the final corner. They are now waiting for the command. Oh, we have some spins in the background.
Wow,
All right, so we're delaying the start. So just keep that pace. All right, guys, let's keep comms clear. There's no reason for that. Let's just get caught up now.
Leaders are accelerating a bit too fast.
Sorry, what was that?
There's a guy just spawned. And I think close.
Lance just passed me.
All right, yeah. If anyone just overtook you during that, just let the position back. All right, so already carnage here at Long Beach now. So we're gonna go for the back straight. Now keep in mind, I understand you guys want to go too wide and try to go dive bombing into that turn, but you're just gonna cause more incidents. Just be smart with your moves. I'm not saying don't overtake anyone, I'm just saying be smart with it. There's no reason to throw your waist out this early. We have 55 minutes to go.
Hey, Klaus, I got a guy that's doing total shit in front of me.
Oh, it looks like the car's already being backed up back here.
It shouldn't be this hard.
Yeah, guys, come on, single file. All right, Jaden, that pace is perfect. Anyone who's weaving, let's stop the weaving now and let's get ready for the restart. And as the drivers finally settled down after a second caution now, we can get ready for green flag racing. We're waiting for the drivers to come around the final turn, waiting for the stewards to give us the green light. And just about now they are. Green flag, green flag. Here we go back racing once again. This time around, can they keep it green? Already cars getting out the way. Oh, even more carnage. A lot of carnage. All right, virtual safety car, virtual safety car. We're gonna be calling it a red flag. We're gonna be restarting this one.
I got a feeling this race is going nowhere because nobody is driving sensible.
We're saying it, don't
Can I exit and come back in? Will
Yeah,
that affect anything?
No, you can exit and come back in. So, ladies and gentlemen, Stewart's calling a restart there.
I mean, I just locked up. I was sliding.
And what a start to this race this is!
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard race.
This is gonna be a very crazy one. For the first time ever, the red flag is out. All right, here, let me just say something really quickly here. You guys are a little bit too aggressive here on the starts. I understand the restarts give you guys opportunities to go 3-4 wide, but again, like I say, it's a long race. You guys have an hour of racing. It doesn't need to be won in the first corner. There's a reason for that saying. There's no reason to be dive bombing on turn 1 there. We can keep it clean as long as we can get through lap 1 safely. I fully have confidence in all you guys. You guys are great drivers. I'm not singling out anyone here. You guys are amazing drivers. We do have our screw-ups here and there. This is just one of them. But you know what? We get these second opportunities for these restarts. You guys have already had your fun crashing out. Let's keep it clean till the green and checkered flag till the very end. 2 minutes to go. Make sure you guys have your setups loaded in, your pit stops set up as well. If you want to check your strategies, you can hit your arrow keys on your keyboard or your D-pad on your steering wheel if you got one. Other than that, we should be good for racing here. You guys had a clean start when the lights went out as well, though. I'll give you guys that. I made it 38 left to go. Let's keep comms clear till then. So, ladies and gentlemen,
what is happening to DeVille? Wow.
DeVille's sideways on the grid.
DeVille's not okay.
It looks like Danny's just loaded into the wrong grid slot. He should be behind me.
Well, it doesn't change like that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, give me one. DeVille, are you in your?
The wrong way.
DeVille, are you able to? Can you rejoin? Are you able to rejoin?
I don't see the car in front of me.
The circle of life is occurring.
Looks like we got some cars inside each other here. Yeah,
I don't know, I can't see in front of me. They're like invisible. Like I see your name, but like you're not there. I mean,
this needs fixing.
Ladies and gentlemen, 22 of you guys watching the stream, thank you so much for tuning in. The race is about to get underway shortly.
That's the car that's gonna cause all the problems.
Oh, I forgot to enable my strategy. Dang it.
You could set the pit stop in the your arrow keys.
Wait, so do I have my setup changes still?
Your setup should be fine. You don't have to load it again.
Your setup will be loaded. Your pit stop strategy.
It's just the pit stop that gets reset, but you can again change that from your arrow keys.
Okay, I got it. Yep, thank you.
Is DeVille alive back there?
Everyone looks good in their grid slots now. Let's not have anyone rejoining now anymore.
DeVille is a ghost car. He's not there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His ping's like 900 last time I checked.
Yeah, he was blinking during the race, I don't know.
Yeah, so last ping's like 900, I think.
My cat decided to walk right in between my legs. Glad the race didn't start. Yeah, that would have been catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
I will not comment on that.
So, Lance.
No, you started it, bud.
Mr. Slocum?
Yes.
You see the full grid all lined up here.
So am I allowed to use that excuse then when I run into the back of someone?
No.
What, Mr. Slocum's excuse? No.
No. My cat is on my pedals.
That's a Slocum excuse. No, you can't use it.
Don't run into an invisible car.
Already having to take a bottle of water here.
Does he know who Mr. Slocum is?
I have no idea who that is.
What are you
The
being
driver's giving us a little bit of banter here on the chat.
YouTube, why are you being served?
It's the Sebastian Vettel thing. It's like,
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Check it out, it's hilarious.
Oh, you know what? I know what you're talking about.
The front is registered.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go racing here.
Oh, you gotta love that show. Come on.
A minute to go till lights out. Ladies and gentlemen, the red flag has gone by.
This ghost car in front of me.
He's good. I clicked on him. He's okay.
Is he alive?
He's alien. He's alien. You remember?
I don't know how I feel about an invisible car.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, me.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
All right, 45 seconds. Let's keep comms clear from now. I'm going to be a little bit lenient on the cautions now. If there is a couple cars in an incident, but we can keep it racing with majority of the field, we're going to keep it green. So keep that in mind. But that shouldn't be any reason to just quit and give up. An hour still left to go into the race. Cautions are going to happen like normal, trust me. But let's just get out of this start phase and let's have ourselves an amazing race. 15 seconds left to go. Here we go. Lights are back on. Let's try this one once again. After a red flag, a lengthy red flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights at Long Beach. We go racing! Here we go, folks. Let's see if the guys can keep it clean into turn 1 now. Looking at the skies, they're already contact! And they kind of keep it alive there. Couple cars spinning in the background. Lance Nasir already in the way there.
Yep.
But we are going to keep it green.
Oh my god. I got suplex.
And it looks like Dylan Moranti is in the wall there.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, really?
I got teleported. That's really cool.
Well, we'll let lap cars go through in another caution. Let's keep it green now. And already chaos at the start of this one. Tavar Clark into the pits. Lance Nasir, Cole Bradbury out there. Some incidents in the first couple of quarters, but we're gonna keep it green. This is huge for Andretta now. All right, let's keep it clear now. There's no reason to complain. Roll Pratap now finds himself in P2, followed by Luca Andretta, the class leader. Perfect contention into this battle here. Moranti exiting out pits. He's a lap down. But now we can finally get this race underway properly. Some positions being made back here. Looks like Daniel Tavener getting the position done around Cale, Vaden, and Roper. But it's Harrison in the lead, followed by Klaus. That's your DPI top 2 there. The rest of the guys are scattered. Brandon Smith down there, who caused an incident, hitting his fellow teammate. Klaus, Clint, Brandon Smith out there. Roll Pratap into the wall, hard into the wall.
Like that.
Yes, you are. Klaus already finding himself in the wall as well. Carnage. Curtis Gregory getting caught out by Raul Pratap, I believe it was. But Raul managed to survive it there. And Curtis finally having to rotate that car around. The damage is low for these cars, so they are able to continue in this race.
Flashbacks to the qualifying crash in GTP, or GTD.
And here we see Klaus, who is behind
Tavar. Oh, who is Tavar's
Luca
lagging badly.
here. And yep, Tavar, you are lagging really bad. Yeah, he's disconnected, I believe. Actually, no, he's still in it. Tavar, your ping is really bad right now. Just check on that. If you can, your ping is currently 611. Drivers on track, just keep an eye on that. And side by side, Roll Pratap trying to get out the way. He is technically still racing Brandon Smith, as Brandon does not lap these cars here. He goes a little bit wide. He's going to have a very awkward line in here. Danny Nasir is going to take advantage, as well as Ricardo Misia. They actually hit the wall slightly, and Brandon's reversing on track, trying to get that car rotated. Just local yellows on the hairpin. Keep that in mind. And Brandon already causing a bit of yellows there.
Bad, guys.
Yeah, Brandon, just next time for reference, don't reverse. You had a lot of space to drive forward. And here we see Luca Andretta, interestingly, is kind of battling the DPI car of Klaus Clint. What a race this is! Carnage, chaos, everything that you can get out of motorsports here. Insane.
I'll let you buy on the street, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
And what a race this is. I believe we just had a bit of technical difficulties on the stream side as well. but we're finally good on our side here.
Go ahead, Danny.
And Danny Nasir being let by from Martin Webster here. And the driver's finally able to keep this one racing 5 minutes in. And this race underway now. Brandon Smith getting past some drivers here. Klaus spinning it on the hairpin. A lot of these drivers can't survive. Here comes Danny.
Tavares.
And here we hear another sign from Dylan Moranti that Tavares lagging. Here come the DPI cars side by side. Battle for P4. Bit of lockup there. A lot of lockup actually coming from Klaus there. I do apologize for the viewers here on stream. We did have a small little technical difficulty there where the start was not shown properly there. We do apologize for that. We only missed about 5 minutes on stream there, but everything looks to be good to go now, finally. And we're good to go racing. Some of you guys are saying that the stream needs a little bit more fixing. Are you talking about audio or graphics side? Not too sure. Just let me know in the chat. Here we see Cole Bradbury battling with Brandon Smith. A lot of these DPI cars not on pace with their other fellow cars. Here we see Martin Webster now under pressure from Raul Pratap. Raul now going wide into the hairpin, trying to get himself a better run now. On the hood camera here, let's see if he can get in that slipstream. Curtis facing the wall there temporarily, and he's gonna lose a couple spots there. And already getting hauled up there by the Ferrari, even though he had a better launch. But let's see if he can get that toe. Looks like the Ferrari's just edging ahead. Actually, I say that now. Curtis looks to go onto the inside. Now the outside for this braking zone here. He runs a little bit deep. Oh, and he gets the move done.
I fell down through the mud fountain. Incredible.
And Ricardo Misia looks like he might be out of this one.
Guys, sorry.
And he is. Yeah, sorry about that. Ricardo Misia having an incident on track. He said he crashed around the fountain section. We didn't see it on stream. And he's our first retirement out of this one. An easy mistake from him. There you see Curtis sliding the rear. And thank you in chat. That was from before. Yeah, apologies. Once again. Oh, no! Curtis Gregory clipping the wall-off exit there. And Danny Nasir posting the fastest lap. Curtis Gregory has not had the best of starts here. I mean, taking it back to Phoenix. He had a really bad start and it already put him down lap after lap after lap. And looks like that luck is just continuing to fall out of Gregory's hands. Lance Nasir, oh, just getting that car rotated just about there. But your leader, Jaden Harrison, 26 seconds built up 8 minutes into this race. Followed by Luca Andretta and Danny Nasir coming up fast. Curtis Gregory looks like he got the move done now. Oh, I say that he's gonna lose it back again to Cale Vaden Roper. As they both get very close to the wall. Behind them, though, it's Lance Nasir. Lance has to be very smart about how he overtakes these two cars. Because keep in mind, they're all racing for position. Lance Nasir is not lapping these cars. He's still going for position. He had a horrible start to this one, and he's battling back down in P13. Let's see what he does as he fights up the field. 51 minutes left to go in this one. Faster lap now for Danny Nasir. And here he goes, passing Luca Andretta. Luca's not going to say anything about it. Danny locks up and goes straight. An awful mistake from him. Klaus is going to sail through. And that's not going to help Danny's cases. Here comes Webster. Danny Nasir, you got to reverse it a lot more, buddy. He gets it going on track. But that's a huge shame, especially in this championship. running P2, falling down the order. Brandon Smith does almost the exact same thing in the T1. Turn 1 is a little bit tricky once the tires get worn out, and with the drivers locking up a lot, it doesn't help their case. Here comes Gregory now, looking to the inside of the Porsche. Contact is made, and oh, that's not going to be good. Let's this here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Into the wall as well. And can he get that car rotated? He's currently by himself on track. Here comes Tavar and Dylan Moranti. Yeah, incident between Cale Vanderroper and Curtis Gregor will be reviewed after the race. And we see up here now, Danny Nasir gets past Martin Webster now, who is in the GTE class. And now Danny can start setting his sights back on...
Race. Never mind.
And there we hear Cale Vanderroper just letting go of Jaden Harrison. Jaden just going to slightly hit the wall there on exit. Back with Danny Nasir, like I said, he's got a lot of work to do, but what's good is that he's definitely setting the pace now. He's looking a lot quicker on track, a little bit shaken up from that lockup there, but he's right back, and that's going to help now as DeVille Park finds himself facing almost the opposite direction, and here come the rest of the GTE cars. Webster, Pratap, Tabener, all in there. That Porsche now... already looking at its rear view mirror and seeing an angry Guyanese. Martin Webster now coming up the order. Not the best to start for him, but now he's picking up the pieces in this race. That's on board with him. Brandon Smith, more yellows for him. He runs deep. Here comes Bradbury now. Brandon does get out of harm's way, but locking up a lot. Does Brandon consider a pit stop now? Because those tires are absolutely worn out. I wonder what is going on with him. He's currently on the medium tires, which a lot of drivers in the DPI class said the medium tires are just not the best. They're good for long stints, but they drive horrendous. A lot of the drivers opting for the softs, that including Danny Nasir, Klaus, Jaden, and I think Lance. Yeah, Lance Nasir. All of them opting for the soft compound tire. Klaus now running very deep, almost into the wall. And, oh, there we see a bit of some battles here. The battle for P13. We heard Tavar had a bit of issues on his side here, but now it's a 3-car Porsche battle. Oh, there we see Cale almost hitting the wall, it looked like. Now on the braking zone, 400 meters, that's where he brakes. Moranti, though, all over the rear of Tavar Clark. But of course, the drivers did note that Tavar's game was having a little bit of lag issues. Of course, Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club aims for all its drivers all around the world as Danny Nasir puts in a personal best of a 16-1. All these drivers from different parts of the world. We have Jaden Harrison, Jamaica, Luca, Sweden, Klaus, Denmark. That's your top 3 alone as Klaus goes into the wall there. Danny Guyanese, DeVille, Jamaican, Martin Guyanese, as well as Roll Pratap, the Englishman Daniel Tabener sits P8, Brandon Smith, the American, Cole Bradbury, the man from the United Kingdom, Curtis Gregory back into America now, Lance Nasir, Canadian, Tavar, Jamaican, and he is under pressure from a hungry Dylan Moranti, a fellow American here, and in last place, Cale Vanderroper. Our only retirement here, Ricard Gomizia, having an incident at the fountain section. As we actually hear in the other world that there are 15 minutes left to go for the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach in real life. Giving you guys a little bit of a fun fact, it's actually a BMW that's leading the GTD class, but there aren't any BMWs here today anymore as We had a retirement here. Check this out. Klaus finally gets past. Oh, hold on a second. What's going on here? Martin Webster getting bullied out the way.
Sorry about that, Martin.
Gregory into the wall as well. Already having some incidents on track. Here comes Brandon, gonna get out the way. But Martin Webster, finding himself facing the opposite direction, he takes the apology from Raul Pratap. Shame we didn't see it live here, but we go back up to this battle for P5. Daniel Tavener looking very strong. Of course, last week out in Phoenix, he didn't have the best of races. Now he looks to bring this one back. And he's looking very fast against Raul Pratap. We look for that rear camera now. There you see that Ferrari very close now, hunting down the Guyanese. .6 separate the difference. Don't count out DeVille Park because he's still very much under threat from these two guys. It's Porsche, Chevy, Ferrari all battling for that 5th place spot. Good line from Tavener. I will say a lot of drivers opting for a wider line, trying to get more of the straight line speed. But Tavener going closer to the walls here. We go up the order momentarily as Danny Nasir has caught up to Luca Andretta. Luca, who's been first place in his GTE standings, is currently fighting for P3 in the overall standings. Here comes Danny, launches it around the outside, and Luca's going to respect it and actually give him the position. He knows that that's not his race, as sweet as it would be to finish ahead of a DPI car. He knows that he'll just be slowing himself down. DeVille Park, however, all these 3 cars in the GTE class. We look at the GTE standings right now. What is 5th place overall is P2 in the standings. Kale in trouble. In the final sector, he gets that going. But this is your battle for P2. Once again, in the GTE standings, it's DeVille Park, Raul Pratap, Daniel Tavener. All these 3 cars still very close together, and 43 minutes are still left to go in this one.
Go for it, Jason.
Martin, keep racing, keep racing.
And Jaden calling out, keep racing. Martin Webster, I say that, finds himself facing the wrong direction. What is going on? Here comes Cole, just gets past him. And not too sure what's been going on. Martin Webster locking up into that wall there. But so far, because the cars can and the drivers can get away with no multi-car incident, we keep it green. Coming up here now, Danny Nasir finds himself actually now alongside. This is your battle for P2 in the DPI standings, and he has a way better run than Klaus. Does he close the door? No, he doesn't, but Klaus goes very deep, slowing that car just in time. Almost hitting the wall, and Luca Andretta is back on the podium. Overall, what is this race? Oh man, back up the field here and check this out. Brandon Smith is going to be coming up the field now, which is going to make it a 4-car battle for first of all, P2 in the GTE standings, P5 overall, and Brandon is looking for P3. Well, actually, no, he is in P3. I should correct myself there. But he's looking to hunt down Danny Nasir and Klaus. But Jaden Harrison now controls this field.
Oh, Tavar's lagging.
Does Tavar lag? Yes, he does. All right, virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Tavar, that ping is really bad. Anything you could do on it on your side, we're giving you that final warning there. Virtual safety car, so there's no overtaking right now. I'll let you know about lapped cars in a moment. For now, let's get everyone bunched up. The leader is on the front straight heading into T1. So remember, there is no overtaking. Once you catch up to that class leader, you just are saying single file.
Pits open.
Pits are open. Yes, pits are open. So
Is this
virtual.
a mandatory pit stop?
No, it is not. So virtual safety car is
Yeah, there was
out.
nothing to do there. Tavar just teleported in front of me and then just disappeared.
Yeah,
so.
we saw it.
We get the PC.
So yeah, currently virtual safety car. You guys should not be going fast, and there are no overtaking. There's no overtaking whatsoever. Danny Nasir decides to opt for pit lane. Very interesting now. So Jaden, that pace is perfect. Just keep it at that.
Hey, Rahul, I got a question.
Yep.
Am I going to be able to get both laps back since when I got teleported, put me a lap down? Or since there was nothing I was able to do about that? Or what are you doing with that?
We're going to allow everyone 1 lap back.
Okay.
And I'll let you guys let everyone know when that happens. Jaden, that pace is perfect. So yeah, just keep that up. Pits are open. Remember, no overtaking as well. If you haven't caught up to the queue that is currently on the back straight entering the final set of turns, you're free to just go a little bit quicker if you haven't caught up. So Jaden Harrison, our leader here, is going to be heartbroken to find out that his gap that he built of 40 seconds, just like that, gone. Who enters pit lane? Doesn't look like anyone, actually. Very interesting. I don't see anyone in pit road. No, not at all. So 39 minutes left to go. This is definitely going to help the fuel number for these guys. In this one here.
I'm assuming I'm two laps down then, or am I 1?
I can only find out once I get everyone in the queue.
Okay.
You see Dylan Moranti now trying to figure out how many laps down he is. We can only find that out once all the drivers are together.
Is the GTP car?
Yes. He just entered turn 1.
A DPI.
DPI, yes.
Okay, because I guess the leader for GTE is second.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna shuffle everyone once we get the pack together. So you guys are free to give each other some space if you are at the queue now. You don't have to be directly next to each other. This is going to be a bit of a lengthy caution as we get the drivers around and then back up to the queue. So just keep that in mind. We should be in caution for like the next 5 laps maybe.
5? Holy crap.
A long course.
Jesus. Well, yeah. Well, might not be 5. It could be earlier. Just my guess. So there we see...
Well, the time is still counting, so...
Moranti coming around the final corner now. Danny Nasir up here as well. All right, if you hear your name, you are free to overtake the leaders. Cole, you can overtake the leader. Martin, you can overtake the leader. Lance, you can go overtake.
I'm not a lap down.
Yes, you are.
The heck? All the stupidity at the beginning.
Tavar, you can overtake. Oh, Jaden.
Slowing down 4.
All right, Jaden, I saw what happened. Just get in front of Curtis.
That wasn't needed.
Yeah, I understand. Just hop in front of Curtis. He's just getting into the end of that straight. Curtis, once that leader comes up to you, you can just overtake him back. So now you can go overtake him.
Did I bump you, Jaden?
So Curtis, you can go overtake
Sorry, bro.
the leader.
I didn't mean...
Remember, guys, when you guys are overtaking the leaders, please do it in a safe manner.
Yeah. It's okay.
I apologize, bro. I think the leader is going too fast, so we're gonna be too long in the car. The leader needs to slow down.
Okay, Jaden, can you put it down to 50 kilometers? We're just gonna do that for now. So I know you guys are gonna be going very slow, but this is gonna be a bit easier.
Where is the pack?
We've just come out of Fountain, a couple corners after.
So, Kale, you can go overtake the leaders. Dylan, you can go overtake the leaders. And it looks like we are all good now.
Was I 2 or 1 laps down?
I believe you were 1 lap down, but I'll confirm once you come around again.
Okay.
So that is all the lapped cars done. So that was actually pretty quick. So not 5 laps. We should be done in a lap and a half once we get everyone back around. So we're going to close pit lane. We're going to close pit lane. So you guys don't have to be too close to each other. Remember, you guys can give each other some space. You guys can give each other more than a car's length between each other.
Where are they now? Where are they
back straight, back straight.
Okay.
So yeah, Jaden, thank you for that pace. That is perfect, so we can get everyone back up together and we can get this one racing again. So with that, there you see Luca Andretta. He's up there, and he's in between 2 DPI cars. So once again, on this restart, we are going to be very lenient. So if there's an incident, but we can get the whole pack through without harm, we're going to keep it green. So if we are in an incident, there's no reason for you to yell out for there to be a caution or something. I will say there's only been 1 retirement, but the reason why we had a retirement there was because I think driver decided to take a little bit too much curb, and it actually put him through over the fountain section. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, so don't be falling through the fountain.
You can't fly.
Can't swim either.
Lance, why are you pushing in front of Martin?
Take it easy, Cole.
Whoa!
Take it easy, Cole.
Where are you going, Lance?
There's no wall. Somebody just hit me from the back.
I think Lance is here. Just slot in. Just slot in. Just slot in. All right, JD, you can put it to 100.
Cool. Take it easy.
What position am I in?
You were behind Martin.
Yes, right. You were behind Martin, so just slot in.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Thank God damage is on 5%.
What's it looking like, Rahul? 1 or 2? Or what? Am I 1 lap down or on the lead lap?
Guys, cold tires.
You look to be on the lead lap.
Awesome.
Should be good. All right. Yep, you guys are on cold tires. We're going to put you guys on the back straight when we go racing this lap.
Yay.
So once again, like I said, let's keep this one clear. Let's keep it safe out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, caution has been cleared. 20 of you guys watching the stream. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and you can join in the conversation. We are getting ready to go racing. Get ready for the restart. Here we go. And we look over the skies here, getting a perfect view of the back straight here. And they're just waiting for the command. Green, green, green. Here we go. The question is now, will there be carnage? I'm scared. We go into the braking zone.
Oh, hell.
So far, so good. Oh, contact there. It's Webster who just clips the wall. Keep it green. Keep it green. Into the hairpin now. The driver's very slow, especially the DPI cars. Lance Nasir getting at a Brandon Smith. The cars keep it clean.
That was interesting.
You guys are good. You guys are good. Here we go. Now we got a race. Up on the front straight now. Here comes Raul Pratap. Danny Nasir on the inside. Probably of, I think that's DeVille Park. Yes, it is. Some moves being made back here. Brandon Smith getting to the inside of Curtis. Gregory Curtis fighting it back just a little bit there. There you see the train. Jaden Harrison's already checked it out. And wow, what a crash. Goes a little bit airborne. DeVille Park losing some positions, but luckily he keeps it green. Traffic Jam City. DeVille once again losing it out. But one thing's for sure, and I'm very happy to say, we've kept it clean. Cole on the inside now. Trying to look for a move on DeVille Park. Can't get it done. This is an opportunity for Cale to get back into this. Moranti now is also back in this race. The safety car, the virtual safety car, helping everyone out in this race. And the only one to honestly lose out, I will say, is Jaden, but he's already built up almost a 10-second gap. "31 minutes left to go. We still have a long way." When we look at this battle from the sky here, there we see Luca Andretta. He is going to lose a couple of these positions here. Oh, actually, I say that, and as he does, Klaus runs it a little bit too deep, and he's going to lose the position to Danny Nasir. Brandon Smith running it a little bit deep. Moranti's able to come through, and he's actually on the rear of Lance. We are yet to see the DPI class, other than the leader, lap other drivers. That's how insanely close this race has been. Carnage everywhere you look, but one thing's for sure, this race has just been amazing to watch. Entertainment everywhere you look. A bit of a crazy one, I will say. Here comes Tavar. He had a bit of incidents with his lag. He's on strike 2. One more strike with that lag, he's out of here. So hopefully it's fixed that issue. A lot of drivers opted to stay out. I think Moranti, was in the pit. Martin Webster spins again. Yeah, Martin Webster has to hit a 180 now. Denny, P2. Luca, leader of the GTE class, P1. But currently sits P3, but now under pressure. Here comes Lance. Oh, Lance in the wall. Local yellows on the hairpin. Local yellows on the hairpin. Incident has been cleared. And, a bit of a lockup for Klaus, but he does get the move on Luca. So Luca travels back down into P4 as he somehow still battles up there for overall position, which is just insane. What a race.
Big gun in the backstretch, Brandon. Copy.
And it's not as clean as in real life, because we're hearing that there's carnage in real life at Long Beach going on right now. The final lap is currently under yellow. And man, it's just carnage everywhere.
Take the inside.
What a race, first of all. Brandon Smith gives the go around. Martin Webster actually opts to go into pit lane to replace those tires. Tabiter in the wall. 3-car incident. All right, yellow flag. Virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. No overtaking. No overtaking. This yellow's on the 3rd sector, just after the back straight.
Who's the leader at?
So, leader, give me 100 kilometers, and he's just past the fountain section.
Yeah, pits are open, yeah?
Pits are open, indeed. Pits are open. And a multi-car incident. Tabiter drive-through for speeding.
Forgot how early that was.
Tabiter gets a drive-through for speeding for that one. Luckily, we shouldn't have any lap cars, I think, except for one. And Martin Webster, that's you, so just overtake the leaders in a safe manner, please.
You guys we did a lot better job of keeping it clean that time around.
Yep, I will say you guys had an amazing restart.
Fountain section issue.
Oh boy.
Good idea. Okay, I just went by him.
Yeah,
I'll let him go in front after.
Situation.
Where did we do that?
Leader is back straight.
The fountain, so
Should we let Partab back through? Or
yeah, let him back through. If you overtook him illegally.
you were spun out at the time, me and Curtis went past.
Okay, it's up to you.
Should we let him by? Question mark?
There were cars spitting in front of me. Where exactly?
So Lance, you're currently P12 right now. Overall.
Yeah, am I behind Raul?
Yes,
Wait.
yes. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it standing like this.
Okay.
Break it the hairpin. Yellow flags.
Yeah, just watch the hairpin there. Guys, come on, it's yellows. There's no need to be, warming up your tires, doing anything extra. The only thing you guys should be doing is catching up to the leaders. Lance is here as well.
Brandon!
You guys, take your time.
Tell you something when you're entering the pits.
Brandon Smith entering the pits. A lot of drivers entering the pits here.
Track like that.
So leader is on the front straight now. You see all these drivers here.
Careful, Cal.
Let's see where pit exit is. A lot of drivers actually in the pits, especially these DPI cars, probably opting for the soft tires. Definitely DeVille Park's going to help with all this commotion going on in pit road as well. I will say a big win is for Martin Webster. He took a pit stop just before this caution came out, so he has fresh rubber with 25 minutes to go. Not yet. I'll let you know.
If everyone can catch up, we should be fine.
So Jaden, and that pace is perfect. So Tabener gets that drive-through taken, but unfortunately for him, he is running low out the field. We aren't going green this lap. There's no reason for you guys to be pushing really hard, bouncing off of walls just to catch up to the pack. We're not going green yet. We're waiting for you guys. So a lot of these guys are very feisty. Remember, single file. A lot of these drivers very feisty to get back underway racing. Again, it has reset the field.
Is it getting dark or is it?
Nope, it's static time. So in the hairpin section, a lot of drivers going through. Yeah, I do see, I think that is Kale entering the pits. What has happened to Klaus here? So no overtaking. If anyone spins out during this caution phase here, and for any cautions in the future, you're just going to stay in the position that you're in. We're not going to let you back. So we are going to go green this time by, and it will be done on the front straight.
Oh, thank goodness. So I can catch up then.
So just going to double check now to see if all the drivers are on the lead lap. All right, Brandon, in a safe manner, overtake the leaders. Brandon Smith, in a safe manner, overtake the leaders. I suggest you do it on the back straight. Or at least any straight you can find coming up.
Are we still going green?
Yes, on the front straight.
I want to do it on the back straight.
Yep, sure. Whatever's safe for you.
Front straight's like post hairpin, right? At the end of the lap.
Yes.
How far away am I from the back of the field?
Literally, you can see us on your track map now.
Okay.
Go, Brandon. Go, Brandon. Go, Brandon.
Yeah, go,
So
Brandon.
Smith.
You got this.
Being allowed to overtake.
That was not meant to sound like the other Brandon. I'm sorry.
Brandon Smith being let through now. If you know, you know. All right, so yeah, we are going to go green on the front straight here. So that is front straight, not back straight. So, single file. Get ready for the restart. I'll let you guys know now, there's no reason to be going really close on the hairpin.
Why are we checking up? Like...
No reason to check up, especially on the hairpin. Because I look for the last driver around the final corner to go green. Here we go.
Yeah, let's get this thing started.
And Moranti said it best. So drivers around the final corner now. Green flag, green flag. And here we go, racing once again for the Porsches, almost going 3 wide there. And Danny Nasir now has a shot at glory. Here comes Lance. Almost barging himself in. Lance Nasir in there now. Turn 1. Oh, it's carnage. Oh, wow. All right, yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. Virtual safety car. Lance, you were very aggressive on that start. You bumped a car out the way, and then it just caused the whole Constantina effect.
touch anybody.
You did touch
No,
me.
you did. No, we saw it.
You
We
touched
saw
me.
it.
Okay, let me just
Somebody bumped the.
All right. So, single file. We're gonna get this thing instantly restarted on the back straight. We're gonna get it instantly restarted on the back straight. So yeah,
keep it
like I said,
clean.
yeah, just watch the aggression. I understand some of the DPI cars are fast through the field, but there's no reason to be barging through.
Wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault, no, but
Like,
he did make contact.
I'm not gonna put any blame on anyone.
Okay, after race.
Yeah, after race we'll discuss it. We still got 20 minutes left to go. Get ready for the restart. Green flag, green flag. Here we go, back underway, racing again.
Yeah, I'm off 2 times.
And hopefully they can keep it green now, side by side through the corners. And they look fine. Martin Webster basically driving, tapping her in the wall there for a moment, into the hairpin now. Slow and steady, just about. And the drivers keep it clean, but we gotta go back up here now. That's your battle for the lead.
Come on, get out of it.
Here comes Klaus as well now. Martin Webster saying, get out of here, man. You're faster than us. And Klaus is going to take it onto the inside, side by side with Luca and Andretta. Luca's been fighting all the DPI cars. I don't know what's under that Porsche, or if it's talent. Whichever one is which, it's something. Moranti is leading the GTE class. What a twist of events. Tavar Clark in P2, Kale Vane and Roper in P3. Ladies and gentlemen, these 3 guys were battling for last earlier in this race. And wow, Klaus now having to split through traffic. Oh, what a dive onto the inside. Oh, into the wall. Can they keep it racing here? It's a traffic jam. If you guys can get out, you guys can keep it clear. Nope, yellow flag, car upside down. Yellow flag. Pits are open.
We're so close.
I have nowhere to go.
Martin, I was in front of you.
If there was overtaking after the yellow was called, just give the positions back. No overtaking.
Pitting. Oh, crap, Martin. I just pit maneuvered you. That was not the intention. Sorry.
Just watch it on the hairpin.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Just watch it as soon as you spin it around. Just stay behind the car ahead. What an event this is now. Moranti
Why are you
leads
braking
it.
like that?
Sorry. Looking at my mirror.
So I should get back my position. Which is behind Luca.
Yeah, so, yeah, Martin, overtake, and, yeah, you are ahead of... Just give me one moment.
Luca.
Yeah, it's ahead of Luca.
Not ahead, behind Luca.
Behind Luca, okay, yeah. Just keep that in mind for Martin coming up. So, Danny, that pace is perfect, so just keep it there. Remember, guys, you don't need to be going too fast. This is a yellow. No need to check up.
Come on, man.
So the gap behind me is closing up as well. I'm just trying to not have a... But I'll go for it.
Yeah, but remember, we're under yellow. There's no reason you guys should be racing regardless or going fast.
Why they should be right on the back bumper?
Now that's gone on my back bumper.
Guys, let's have a second gap between all of them.
Yeah, you guys, yeah.
Comms clear.
Am I behind Cole?
No, just stay where you are. Like I said, if you guys are spinning out now, stay behind.
If I got hit, I gotta stay behind the guy who hit me.
Yeah, right, you're behind Luca.
I gave you guys the warning earlier.
This is a lot of baloney. Honestly.
Trying to relieve the IndyCar didn't happen here now.
I'm gonna hit a couple of people and pass them. I don't care.
Okay, then, right.
All right, let's keep it clear now, guys. We have let's keep it clear now.
Are we going on this front straight?
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're gonna go on the back straight on this lap. On the back straight this lap. All right, comms clear now. Comms clear. And ladies and gentlemen, what a race this is. What an event, man.
Where's Lance going?
Yeah,
Lance, what are you doing? Lance, what are you doing? Lance just slot behind. Whoever you were with.
Oh, it was just ahead of me. Which is exactly where I am.
Copy. Well, we'll look at it after the race then. But yeah, just stay where you are then. So back straight, we're going racing. We have 15 minutes left to go.
You still alive, Brandon? You still here?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
You better be.
15 minutes left to go, guys. I know you guys want to be a little bit more aggressive, but let's try to keep this one clean. Let's have a good finish to the end. Let's try to keep the incidents at a minimal. Get ready for the restart. And ladies and gentlemen, getting ready now for the restart here. The drivers come around the final corner and we can sound it off. Green flag, green flag. Here we go. We go racing once again. It's a big pack in the rear. We look at the exit. Oh, it's Klaus!
Sorry.
That taps him just a bit.
That's typical Klaus. Sorry.
All right, so let's keep it clear now. And around the hairpin now, Jaden Harrison's gonna have a lot of work to do. Lance spins it.
Thank you.
Into the wall there. He's gonna have to get that car rotated. Lance Nasir just is having the worst race.
If there's a next caution, we should just let the GTP out in front, or DPI.
But now we head into turn one for these guys here. 14 minutes and 20 seconds left to go now. Here at Long Beach, a chaotic race this has been. Kale hitting the wall just slightly. Webster able to go through. Pratap spins it just slightly. He goes for a 360. Faces the wall now. The drivers go through. Vaden Roper.
Danny.
Raul knows what's happening.
If it's your pedals, please stay off the racing line.
Yeah, it's my pedals. It's disconnected.
And looks like Dylan Moranti and Danny Nasir. Danny Nasir, for the past couple races, has been having pedal issues. And I think it's happening to him again. Oh, kill! Hitting the wall there. That wall stepping out just a bit. Oh, can he get back racing? He does have to pull a three-point turn. Danny leads this one. Moranti in second, but don't count them out because there's a chance that Moranti could actually win this one if Danny continues to have issues. Luca Andretta is up there. Jaden Harrison making up positions fast. He has 13 minutes left to go. Klaus yellows for him. He faces the wrong way. Gets that car turned around. And I think somebody apologizing to him for that. Almost a pit maneuver there of sorts. And I will say that, oh, hold on, what a hit! And if they can just turn it around and keep it green now, cars are out the way. Yes, they can. I will say that for one or two drivers, there will be an evaluation for them. And I think the chat knows who one of them is going to be. I mean, yeah, that attitude is completely unacceptable here at CMRSC. We always like fair racing. We always know sometimes we don't have the cleanest of races here. But one thing's for sure, we always want to keep it friendly between everyone. And I think an evaluation needs to be made to a certain couple of drivers out here today. And yeah, like I said, chat knows which one that is. And drunk than your father. Oh man. I'll give you this one. Jaden Harrison and Danny Nasir have actually been the two best DPI cars out here. I can't count out Klaus either. You gotta feel for Klaus. He's been having mistake after mistake, no fault of his own, but I don't think it's been a clumsy race from him. He also been having a bit of incidents on his side here. Brandon Smith, this is his first race in the DPI class, so getting used to it right here in this faster car. A really quick driver in iRacing, I should say, as well. Lance Nasir, however, looks like he's retired it into the pits. An evaluation needs to be made on that driver there. In the GTE class, I will say, those guys, I think, were the ones to keep that alive away from the DPI cars. There we see Klaus getting past there. And this is your battle for the overall lead, the DPI lead as well. Jaden Harrison is 2.73 seconds from himself and Danny Nasir. Moranti dominates, however, not too far behind. It's Luca Andretta. Ladies and gentlemen, the carnage might actually have come to an end, and I think it's time we're gonna finally see some action-packed racing. Tavar Clark now looks to be getting closer to Martin Webster, who's had issues after issues. Look at the overall standings. Martin Webster P3, Luca P2, Moranti P1, Ellen P2, Nasir P1, Harrison P2, Smith P3. It's all coming down to this. To the very end here. 9 minutes in 1 lap to go. And yeah, how can the GTE cars be just as competitive as the DPIs? I don't know. I'll give them one pass here. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers in the chat, witnessing this race, it's been a chaotic one. If this was F1, I think everyone would be blowing their socks off, calling this the greatest race of all time. Your team radio. Martin Webster in third. You're currently third over in your class, Martin. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. This is Long Beach. Long Beach is a very difficult track. I'll give it to them on that. It's not for the faint of heart. And I think anyone who has sim racing experience...
I'm out of ammunition.
And Martin Webster saying he's out of ammunition. Here comes Tavar. On him. We have multiple battles to look at. Like I was saying, I'll give him one benefit of the doubt. We have had a lot of clean races in the past, especially with the likes last round. Phoenix Raceway, it's NASCAR. They kept it clean with NASCAR. I'll give him that much. Kale spinning it by himself there. But Long Beach is a difficult one, and it's the most difficult track on the calendar. So I'm gonna give him one benefit of the doubt. We look back up to this battle here. A lot of battles coming down under to 1 second. Danny Nasir, 7 minutes and 50 to go. Jaden is all over the rear of Danny, and Tavar has gotten the move done. Martin doesn't fight it, and Clark now in P2. Danny Nasir now has a fight on his hands. What can Danny do? He still has pedal troubles for him. We see in the chat, gutted for Cole Bradbury. I mean, Cole has just had a nightmare of this race, but he still is in a little bit of contention. He is faster than Martin Webster that I've seen in the overall timing screen, so I believe he can catch up to Webster and try to take that P4! Danny hits the wall! What just happened there? I'm not too sure what just happened. I think Jaden Harrison might have just lagged into Danny Nasir. I'm not too sure, but it has bought Danny some time. Of course, internet issues for Jaden Harrison. Very interesting there, but it's not bought Danny 5 seconds. Here comes Luca. And Brandon Smith, not too far behind. He's going to be lapping. Luca, actually, no, he's not going to be lapping. What am I saying? Luca looks to be letting him go. No, not just yet. Brandon, not close enough. But for the first time ever, this race has only had one driver. Local yellows at the fountain section. All right, so incident has been cleared. Brandon Smith hitting the wall there. This race still having a sprinkle of carnage to the very end. There we see positions being made here. Klaus overtaking Raul Pratap. Remember, it is overall that he's finishing 12th so far, but in these standings up here, he's finishing 4th. That's still very good for him. You can say Danny, I think, hit the wall and Jaden ran into him. It was a very weird angle that we had on the stream here. If you want to learn about when the points do get updated, follow us on our Instagram and Facebook. Links are in the description. You're going to see when penalties do drop, because there are definitely going to be some penalties out here on after Long Beach. Next week is the finale of the NASCAR Cup Series. We go to Talladega Superspeedway, double points. And before I continue, Klaus has found himself in the wall there. He's back on track. Next week, double points, the finale for the NASCAR Cup Series, and I think, I haven't checked last time, but it is at least over 7, 8, 10 drivers in it for the championship. Our biggest championship battle yet. DeVille spinning it. Tabiter having to check up. Doesn't lose much time. Curtis Gregory, though. That's going to help him just a little bit on his journey. Here comes Harrison. He overtakes a Porsche there of Cale Vanderrober, his fellow Jamaican. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. 1.92 seconds the gap between himself and Danny. Danny just has to hold this one alive just a little bit longer to win at Long Beach. And what a race win this would be for Danny Nasir. Danny has won races before. Talladega, he's won. He's also won in his stages as well. But this is going to be a hard-fought battle if he can hold off Jaden Harrison, who's been dominating all race. 6/10 the difference. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. I'll give it about 4 laps left in this one. Jaden Harrison cannot afford any more mistakes. That last, whatever happened there, costed a lot of time. 5 seconds, and it took him about, what, 3 laps to get back on? Running out of time. Danny Nasir under huge threat. We on the rear camera now. Good exit from him. There you see Jaden Harrison flashing the headlights. Lance Nasir, of course, our second retirement now. Interesting. I thought there would be a lot more retirements here at Long Beach, but a lot of the drivers keeping it alive. And like I said to the guys, you just got to be in it to win it. And, you know, you look at guys like Moranti, 2 laps down after the start, finding himself half of his car, taking a drink at the fountain. He's leading now in his class. Danny Nasir was not able to qualify. He's leading with 2 minutes and 40 to go. I tell these guys, in it to win it. That's what you need. That's the mentality you need in sim racing in general. It's not over yet. Jaden Harrison now still putting a lot of pressure on Danny, forcing the mistake to happen. 2 minutes and 30 left to go. We see an overtake being made. Klaus getting his position back now. Up into P12. Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't want to jinx this one, but we might have a grandstand finish here. Jaden Harrison needs to get past Danny Nasir. He's running out of time, crucially. I think Danny and Jaden do have some lap cars in the way. Let's check it out. Who is it? It is Raul Pratap and Klaus. So it's Raul Pratap who's really going to be the main man here. We go on board with Harrison now. It's Jamaica versus Canada. Look how close it is back there. Luca Andretta finally concedes to Brandon, but Brandon locks up. Luca is back through. And I think Raul Pratap just let go of Danny Nasir and Jaden Harrison. Minute and 20 left to go. Where does Jaden put this move? Danny Nasir under immense pressure. Harrison.
Caution people, caution people.
Yeah, just locals on the third sector.
Full course yellow?
Nope. Incident is cleared. Danny Nasir still defending Jaden on the inside. What a dive! The switchback from Danny. Oh my goodness! Danny Nasir pulls the switchback. Jaden, he eats wall. He sends it a little too hard. And Jaden Harrison losing out 4 seconds to Nasir. A heavy dive. Danny is home free. 33 seconds and 1 lap to go. Can Danny bring it home? Jaden Harrison, oh my goodness, a little bit too aggressive, sends the dive. He knew he was running out of time, but was that the right place? I don't think so. Jaden Harrison, has he thrown it out? Oh my, what a race. Roll. There we see roll per tab, and there is Klaus getting out the way for Danny. Danny to say, look at the gap though, 2.1. Danny Nasir's 2 laps to go now. Danny is taking it easy, but Jaden's now pushing.
Thank you, Klaus.
Oh my goodness, 1.8, and we're heading to the final lap.
Is this the final lap?
Nope, 2 to go. Local yellows on the final sector. So incident has been cleared. And check this out! Jaden has already caught up! Jaden Harrison is back! A minor setback! But final lap! White flag! Do we actually see a grandstand finish? 1.4 the difference! Jaden Harrison has to push very hard! Maybe over the limit! Wall to wall! Exit has to be perfect! Apex has to be perfect! Through the fountain section now, he's found himself under a second. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like nothing's happened. Jaden Harrison all over the rear of Danny Nasir. Danny has just a couple of corners to go to call it victory. Jaden Harrison, he needs to dive it this time. It's a desperate dive, but he needs to keep it clean. Jaden sends it. The door is closed side by side. Jaden doesn't get it done. A desperate dive. And he doesn't get it.
You didn't lose space, man.
That's called a dive bomb, buddy.
It looked like a dive from our side, but we'll look at it after the race. But what a race this has been. Long Beach giving us a chaotic one around the final corner. Danny Nasir, who didn't even qualify, wins it at Long Beach. Oh my goodness. P2, Jaden Harrison, he says he got squeezed out. It looked like a dive.
Nice win, Danny.
Oh my goodness. Let's keep comms clear. We got a lot of cars still coming over. We'll look at incidents after this one. Oh my goodness, and check this out. This man, oh, he's gonna be a very happy man. Dylan Moranti coming around the final couple of corners. And he's gonna win it, the GTE class. And not only that, P3 in the overall standings. Moranti wins the GTE class. Luca finishes P2. Brandon Smith, P3 in the DPI. Tavar, P3 in the GTE.
Zooming.
Oh my goodness. What a race.
Good race.
Chaos.
Man. You too, man.
But they made it to the end.
This is an old man wonder race.
Let's get the top 3s from both classes. End of the front straight. So, yeah, Brandon, just circle around till you get to the end of the front straight. Wow, all right, so you guys have almost made me lose my voice at the end of that one there. First and foremost, give yourselves all a pat on the back. We've only had 2 retirements in this race. Everyone else survived. All of you guys survived Long Beach. It was a difficult one, and I understand there was a lot of incidents. A lot of you guys probably thinking in your head, well, man, was this run even a good idea in the first place? But hey, we all had an amazing race at the end there. We had our carnage. At the end of the day, this is just going to be a funny race to look back at. And what a podium we have from drivers coming up the order from the start where they were nowhere near contention to win it to the very end. Ladies and gentlemen, your top three. Let's start off with the GTE class. Starting off, we go to the man in P3, Tavar Clark. Tavar, oh man, that internet, man, throughout the last couple of weeks, your internet has just been going berserk. It happened again in this race. You had 2 strikes. You were so close to being escorted out this race, but luckily, thank God, the internet fixed up. P3 for you in that updated livery in that Porsche. Tavar, how is that one? Tavar, do we have you? We see you speaking, but we don't hear your microphone.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
So I was saying I tried to qualify on the front row because I know Luca and I had the pace, so I was just trying to get ahead of him at the start, and it actually worked on the first start. And then we had a restart. It worked again, but at the fountain, I don't know which DPI car, but one of the DPI car hit me in the fountain, so I got locked to the pit. And Dylan and I were just going through. I was bringing him with me until my ping just went out. I'm sorry for that, Dylan. And there was a lot of incidents which set me back a lot, and I had to pit because my tires were finished by then. So I had to pit and start at the back again. And I was trying to follow Jaden through the pack, but one of the Corvette, I think it was Curtis, our partner, one of them just, took the spot in front of me. So I had to just fight my way up. And in the last few laps, I was putting in personal best trying to catch Luca, but I was out of time and laps. But I was seeing him, but one of the DPA car was behind me. I think it was Brendan Smith. So I was watching him all the time because I didn't want, get in contact with him and lose the spot. So I was watching him and losing time at the same time. But then I was like, I'm just going to keep my focus and look ahead. So I was just trying to catch Luca. But as I said, I ran out of time. And P3, it's not what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. Better than the internet is the past 5 races or so.
Indeed, man. Yeah. A lot of the internet issues, a lot of minor setbacks, but you know what? You survived, and a podium is a podium at the end of the day, and it was a great drive from you to bring it back up the order. Congratulations, Tavar. Amazing result from you.
Thank you, man.
Up in P2 in the GTE standings, Luca and Dretta. Luca, man, Another great performance from you, I gotta say. P2, amazing race from you there. You were closing up to your class leader at the end, but just couldn't get it done. Luca, how's that one?
Oh, sorry, I just went to the bathroom.
Oh, good.
At the beginning, I saw everyone running softs, and I was kind of scared I was not going to make it through, since I had in mind I'll just no pit stop, mediums all the way through with fuel. The first time we started was quite some chaos. I got bumped into, and then I was all the way in the back of the grid. So thank God for that restart. But yeah, throughout the race, I just tried to get into the front and run. That was my plan.
Indeed, yeah. And yeah, with some of the restarts, it did mess you up a little bit, losing you the lead and the gap you did build. But at the end there, I think you can confidently say that Porsche is very quick around Long Beach, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. This thing is, on any track, to be honest, Porsche is always good car, yes.
Well, we are going to see in the next round how you do. It was BOP just slightly for this round to see if we can get the other cars evened out, but it was still a Porsche top 3 at the end of the day. But Luca, that was just an amazing race from you there. Next week out, I don't want to hint at it too much, but you are in contention for that championship there. It's a big week for you, and after this race, I think that's going to give you good momentum for next week.
Thanks.
Good result from you there. And your race leader for the GTE class, your class winner. Oh, man. Dylan Moranci. Oh, hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
That was fun.
Oh, that was a bit fun. Take us through that race.
Unfortunately, I had a poor start with DeVar entering inside the fountain and just completely taking me out. Nothing he could do or I could do, unfortunately, got posted up on the fence. So it ended up being P16 a lap down and had some good battling with DeVar through the field. And then got some good VSCs, got some restarts where I got to the front and just held the lead.
Yeah, you managed to make it all work out at the end. I mean, at one point, I could hear the disappointment in your voice at the start when trying to figure out how many laps you were down, and now all of a sudden you were probably thinking, how big of a gap do I have behind me to a charging Luca? Did you feel any of the pressure behind you?
Oh, of course. He was fast all race, so I was making sure just to try to think wall to wall and just push it as hard as possible, just to make sure I kept my lead. In the end. And you managed to pull it off, man. That was an amazing result from you. It's definitely something you needed. After these past couple of races, this is definitely looking like the light and what could be the future of some really good results. Dylan, congratulations. Amazing race from you there. Thank you.
All right, up into the main standings. Oh, and Dylan, I do want to also highlight to you, not only you were first place in your GTE standings, but overall you finished third as well, which I would say that's a pretty nice achievement from you there as well. So yeah, congratulations. So, hopping into now the DPI class, starting with the man in P3, Brandon Smith. A great debut for you out here in the DPI class. Brandon, how was that one?
I was sweating a little bit there at the start. It was a bit rough.
Yeah, take us through, the first time of you driving this DPI car in these racing conditions. We saw you did have some spins here and there, but you managed to get the car under your belt towards the end of this race. How was the car for you?
It wasn't that bad. It was just a matter of just remembering my brake points.
Right. Would you say the GTE cars definitely made that a little bit difficult?
Yes, they did not. It was fun.
It was fun. And then you also got to keep in mind that you're also racing for a regular overall position since you weren't lapping anyone just yet. But you know what? A good debut from you here. And I believe next round you're going to be a lot better with the track that's a little bit more easier. Next round, we all go to Laguna Seca for the 5th round of IMSA. But Brandon, I'll leave it with you at there. That's an amazing podium result for you, and that's a great way to kick off yourself in this DPI class. Congratulations.
It's actually my first podium in road racing.
All right, that is true, yeah, because you got your podium and your race win at Daytona. So yeah, congratulations, big result win from you there.
Thank
in
you.
P2 now, Jaden Harrison. Oh man, from a 40-second dominant lead to losing the lead out during cautions till at the very end fighting for victory. You almost had it, but you were just too late on there. Jaden, how's that one?
The race was good. I got the jump on the start and kind of ran away with it on the soft tires. The other guys had a bit slow pace, so the whole race I was just fuel saving. Didn't want to pit. Actually didn't have to pit. The rear tires started giving way and I had to bump up the traction control, and I got a bit scared, so I decided to go in, take the mediums and go back out. I had to gain some positions to get back up to the lead. And yeah, I went on the move for Danny, but he kind of closed the door too early. I should replay, and I think I was by his door, so I think he closed the door too early, but the race was good. I got bumped a bit on the restart, got shaken up, but overall, decent rate, decent finish for the outside.
Indeed, yeah. Once again, yeah, we are going to look at all incidents after this race here. I think I'm going to do that and let the stewards all look at it as well. But, yeah, overall, you had a solid performance out there. It's a bit of a shame you couldn't get that dominant race win under your belt, but it was still a great performance for you out there. And, you're definitely the fastest DPI car in this championship here. So I think that's one thing to take away out of this one, that you have the pace. That was an amazing race from you there, though. You definitely put the pressure on. You know, we had moments where we did see contact with you and Danny with 1 minute to go, but you somehow still fought back and to find yourself nose to tail on him there. So yeah, Jaden, keep your head up, man. That was an amazing result from you, and I hope to see you in the next one. And in P1, a ferocious defense, but this race is finally over, and you can finally say you won it in a race I feel like you definitely deserve. Danny Nasir, you've done it! How was that one?
A win is a win, so I'll take it. I mean, I really put in my laps last night, and when I look at the charts, this was Jaden's race, so a great race, Jaden. He was like 2-point-something seconds clear of anything I could put in. My race pace was 1:16. Jaden was putting in 1:13 flat out. You know, so by the time my fastest lap is probably at 1:15 and a half. He was about 2.5 seconds faster than me, so I know he was that guy to win this race. But you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a hard track to pass on, and I think that's what helped me defend the position at the end. And you know, the only way you're gonna get by, because on the straightaway the cars are pretty much even. I'm not sure how much wing he was running, but we were pretty much even on the straight. But then after that, if you can't pass somebody on the straight, unless you do a Hail Mary, it was tough to get by. So I figured I just need to do a clean drive and go with it.
Indeed, yeah, and you did get the job done there. And yeah, especially with the restarts, it did allow you to take the lead from this one, and you were able to manage that lead as well. At any part there, did you feel a bit under pressure from any of the GTE cars? Because they were sticking with you for the first half of the couple laps in the restart.
No, it was just a matter of being overcautious. I knew the car, I have the straight line speed anyhow. So there was no way the other guys, the GT, were going to get me. So I wasn't worried about them. Actually, given my poor qualifying because of technical issues, then on one of the restarts, and at least a couple of times during the race, I keep getting, the usual disconnect issues that I'm having. At one time, I think Dylan nearly ran into the back of me because I was kind of nearly posting to a stop. Actually, that was when luck just struck. A big strike of luck. Jaden pitted, and I'm going like, what is that? So I figured this is my chance to build a gap and hope for the best. I was willing to settle for second because I know he was faster than me. But as I'm starting to build a gap, then I got disconnected again and I lost it all. Next thing I know, Jaden was right there, 4 or 5 seconds. So it was just a matter of driving a clean race, defending. And, if I got second, well, then so be it. But I just figured defend as best as I can. And I got lucky in the end. Yeah, we had a few touches here and there, but that's racing. Incidents will happen.
Yep, you said it best. As Fernando Alonso put it back in Hungary 1 year ago, defend like a lion, and you did that. Congratulations. This is a well-deserved race win from you, especially for everything that's been going on with all the pedal issues and all those issues. It probably feels really good right now to win this one. Congratulations.
Thank you. And congrats, Jaden. That was a great race, man.
Yeah, that was a good race. There was no place for me to pass.
And that is going to do it here now. We're going to wrap up the stream. Everyone in the Discord and who participated in this race, thank you so much for joining us for this one. This was a crazy race. It was a very crazy race. A lot of incidents, but we can put this one behind us. We can take some learning lessons out of it as well. And we can look forward to the next one. Next week, it's Talladega. Double points on the line. And we have way more than, I believe, 10 cars in it for the championship. That's all going to be settled down next week at Talladega for the NASCAR Cup Series. As for now, that wraps up round 4 of the IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship. Round 5, we go to Laguna Seca. That will be at the end of May, so stay tuned for that. And everyone in the Discord, you are free to leave now. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. If you guys want to stay back and have a little bit of a chit chat, you are more than welcome to do so. And I'll be putting a little bit of a statement after this race. Wow. 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 That's all I could say. Let's stop the music for just a moment here. Let's have a bit of a word to our viewers here. Now, CMRSC, we always love close racing. We love being competitive. We love being aggressive. We love seeing amazing racing going down on track. And we did get that. And I'm very, very pleased to say we had that at the very end. Danny Nasir, Jaden Harrison, we had that drama. We had that excitement. We had what CMRSC stands for. But I'd say everything else before that, it was a little bit of a crazy one. Like I said, man, if this was F1, I think Twitter would be going crazy right now. But there's a lot of evaluation we got to go through in this race. I know chat's been going a little bit berserk, voicing their own opinions. I loved hearing about what you guys have to say. I'm not defending anyone here. I loved hearing everyone's opinions. I'm not on anyone's side. So interesting to hear what you guys have to say. And here, I'm just going to say, you know, we're definitely going to come back stronger. Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club is going to come back bigger and better. And that is what we're going to strive for. This race, I will say, is a bit of a setback for some of the guys who were very confident this week, but with a lot of incidents on hand, it was just a headache for some of them. But I'm happy to say that eventually we did get it clear. I know we did have our 1 or 2 car spins and all that, but you know what? I was expected. But the big crashes, I mean, big incidents, that was crazy to witness there. But I'm happy to say we were able to make it to the end. Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club is going to come back stronger, and we're going to be back next week at Talladega. And the week after that, we have a special surprise coming up for you guys very soon. That is going to do it for the tricky streets of Long Beach. What a race that was. Danny Nasir gets his first race win of the year, and a proud one he's going to hold for a very long time. Moranti, a lap down earlier in this race, came back and won the race here in the GTE standings. Penalties are going to be coming your way on our social media accounts. You can follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. If you want to get in on the action, I don't think I won my case in convincing you guys to join us. But if you do want to get into this racing here, I mean, we are an amazing community. Join us in the description. Or you can also see it tagged, the link for our Discord at the top of the comments section. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. You heard it earlier. Next week, Talladega. Double points. Multiple drivers in it to win it. The championship is up for grabs. We have so many drivers who can win that championship. The NASCAR Cup Series grand finale. It's Talladega in real life next week. And this week we do it in sim. I cannot wait. It's going to be next Saturday. We go live at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're racing at 6 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Long Beach and IMSA Round 4. Ending it off at Long Beach. What a race it was. Chaos, action, battles, drama. Every word under the sun to describe this one. Long Beach giving us a slobber knocker, as Jim Ross would put it. If you know, you know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. We did see a lot of spikes in viewerships this week out. It was amazing to see all you guys tuning in for this one here. Thank you so, so much. Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club will be back way stronger. And I recommend you guys watching next week. That's going to be a very, very crazy race. That's going to do it here for Long Beach. Have a good rest of your day, and take care.